This is instruction on completing rp12 or the final draft of your research paper. So by now you should have everything the way you want to present it. I'm going to go over two ways to prepare this document. One is if you are not doing rp11, as I have made that optional. If you are passing that up, then you're going to want to take that method. I'm also going to go over submitting the paper if you used rp11. So let's get started though. Either way, we have to format the paper the way that we want it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to go up to Insert so we can put in our header. Go down to Header, click on that. You'll notice the cursor's a little high, so hit the Enter key and then go up here and justify right. Type in your 3-digit number. Hit the space key, go back up to Insert. We're going to want to insert page numbers. We'll take this choice here so we get a 1 on our first page. And so now that everybody has done that, we will now assume that you are skipping 11. And if you are skipping 11, you then want to go back to rp10. You want to go up to Edit, select all, hold down Control C, go to rp12, make sure your cursor is in the body of the paper, hold down Control Tap V, and there we are all in. Now if you want to title your paper, put the cursor in front of the first word, hit return, go up one, and then center, and then type in your title. Now notice that the title is the same typeface as the rest of the paper. There are no extra spaces here. It is not underlined, it is not bolded, it is not italicized, it is not larger. It should be exactly the same. So if you're going to title your paper, you will do that. Now what we want to do is we want to check our formatting on this, and you look up here, Times New Roman is correct, but the font size is not right. So we're going to go up to Edit, we're going to select All, and now the font and the size have gone, which means there are some characters that are different in the paper. So we really need to take care of that. So we'll go into the font, we'll click on Times New Roman, so now everything is Times New Roman. We will click on 12 to make sure everything is 12. Another thing I would do is I would go to Text Color, I would click black on Color, make sure you're in the text section, and that way if anything was different, it'll be the same now. Then go into Highlights, click on None, so you don't have any left. So now the paper is pretty much the way we want it. We do want to go down though and check our Works Cited page, and we notice here the Works Cited page is not beginning on the last page. So probably the author here did not put in the page break. So a way to get around that now is to select all of the verbiage in your Works Cited page, hold down Control and tap X so you cut it off the paper, and then go up to the last word and let's put in the page break. So we're going to insert page break. That will take us right down to the top of the next page. Hold down Control, tap V, puts it in exactly the right spot. Now, if I were you, I would read over the paper and see if there are any other changes that you want to make. Make sure that it flows right. Share it with a friend, a parent, whatever, and make any changes that you think you need to make. So, and that is it. Now, if we are using rp11, we'll take this document out. If we're using rp11, we are going to pretty much do the same thing. Notice that I clicked the page number out, so I have to put that back in. except that we are going to go up to rp11, and we are going to we're going to go to edit, go down to select all. We're going to hold down Control Tab C. We're going to go back to rp12. Make sure your cursor again is in the body of the paper. Hold down Control Tab V, and that will put the paper. That will put the text of the paper on the paper. So now here we go. Now the only thing we have to do that you didn't have to do if you didn't do 11 was we have to take care of our. We have to do some final editing. Now, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a couple of them at any rate. Now notice I did that and the comma was purple, so we need to now make that black, and we have to do some grammar changes here. So we're going to take that out. So we'll change this to there are major differences, and then go down everywhere there's purple. You'll want to make the change. I'm simply going to take them out at this point and assume, obviously incorrectly at this point, that those changes have been made. And that will keep you from having to go through the pain of having me explain changes. Now I'm noticing something here, that there are some extra spaces between these two paragraphs. Now that happens sometimes, and if you have that issue, here is how you solve it. You highlight the last sentence or the last line of the paragraph, and notice that there is this large space here. We now go up to Format, Line Spacing, Remove Space After Paragraph, and then that is gone. And we'll do the same thing here. Go up to Format, Line Spacing, Remove Space After Paragraph, and that's fine. So again, though, I want us to go through the formatting issue, so we'll go to Edit, we'll go to Select All. Again, everything is blank here, so there is some errant text in the paper somewhere, probably from our editing. So we're going to go here, make sure it's all Times New Roman. We're going to go here, make sure it's 12. And so everything is fine there. I'm also going to go up to Text, make sure everything is in black. I'm going to go to Highlights, make sure that I've clicked None. And so everything looks fine. We're going to go down and check the Works Cited page. The Works Cited page is right where it ought to be, so apparently this person had the page break in there, and so now it is ready to be shared with me, and you are finished. Congratulations on completing the paper.